Okay, Hendo first. Yeah, really good news. So it's um, with his injury, what he had, we had to rest him for a lot of that's meanwhile a long time. So we could do not really a lot because we tried everything to avoid a surgery. That's how it was. And you met the possible surgeon. He said, no, good. It's not necessary, so he can start now because he felt good all the time, but we couldn't do anything because it's an injury. And yesterday he was on the pitch, and yesterday he trained. It looked not with the team, with Jordan rehab department, and he did really. It looked good, to be honest. It was only passing, only running, but everything was okay. So now we have to step by step. I said, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, that it's not sure because it's only 9 days now until the final in Basel. So that's not sure because it's a short time, but 100% he will be fit for the European Championship in France. So that's how it is. So that's good, but no, for the rest, for our game, we have to see. We have to see what will happen and so I can't say more about Dennis Sturridge. So I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, that's how is it? Maybe not everybody liked what we did around Daniel and resting him here, let him play there, but it was the most consistent time since he in on the fitness side since I'm here. So he could improve in all parts of physical fitness. So that's good, and now he's in good shape. You see it. You see him playing. You see him running. You see everything. So no rest, nothing in the game. It's high level, first to last minute. So yes, of course he will be fit enough for a European Championship.
In terms of the Europa final, I mean, after all the problems with tickets and everything, do you think in future UEFA need to look at having bigger venues, maybe a minimum number of seats for the venues in future?
Yes, but look, how easy is our position here, sitting here and say, but why they play in Basel and things like this, and watch the last few European League finals, and look who played against who, and then tell me if you think they should have played in 80,000 people stadium. So you can't fill it, and you don't have to do it, and that's how it is. This is the first year where the cup winner can go to Champions League. That was not our reason, not 1 second, that we want to go to the final, want to win the cup, but it's true. And maybe this tournament will change in the next years. We will see, but it's quite easy afterwards to say it was the wrong decision. No, I would not say this because they had. I'm pretty sure they thought about it before, and they wanted to create a good atmosphere for this final, a sold-out stadium, and so now they have a sold-out stadium, 100%. That's good. And again, if you have 80,000, for example, and we get 30,000 tickets or whatever, then even then we cannot bring all the people in. That's how it is. But so at the end. I think the most important thing is that we play there, you can watch it, and that we can win the title, we can win the cup, and that the whole Liverpool family is involved. And in no game we played in the last 100 and something years, all Liverpool fans could be in the stadium. So, and this time maybe it's a few more. That's not good, but it's not to change. And don't let us make 1% negative around this final, because it's only a wonderful opportunity for all of us.
And your last home game of this season, a tough game against Chelsea, and how much are you already sort of thinking about next season, making plans for that, and maybe how you're looking at players coming in and going out? Speculation's already started about Christian Benteke.
Speculation started in October. I'm pretty sure it was already in September, but in October for sure I read transfer rumors. So it's always. So what's the question?
So how much planning are you actually doing at this stage, or do you just like to leave it until all the games are over, or
We worked the whole day and everything. So of course we work too on the squad for next year. But what can I say more? That's completely normal. The Chelsea game has no influence on the plans for next year. So it's a game for itself, and a very important game. It's a big game. If you play, I don't know, this game somewhere else in the world, it will be a big game. It's Liverpool against Chelsea, two really, really big clubs, and so I'm really looking forward to it. But it's nothing to do with the plans for next year. And how could I think about? We think about who? Of course, we think about transfers. We think about everything. But you live here longer than myself, and you know that 99% of all the things in the newspaper are only 1% true. So that's not the best, I would say. Yeah, I mean, not all newspapers, sorry. Of course. But a lot of rumors are really far away from the actual things. And it's really funny, I mean, you're involved. Fortunately involved, so I know what's true and what's not true, and you cannot believe how often it's really not true. Sometimes I don't even know the name of the player who should come to Liverpool, obviously. So that's how it is. It's a funny game, obviously, but I'm not too much interested, and we do our work. And when we have something to say, I swear you are the first. You all are the first who will know about it.
Simon?
Well, 2 seasons ago, this match, they were both trying to push to win the title, Chelsea and Liverpool. Can you envisage sometime quite soon that they're both doing it again?
I'm not too interested when Chelsea can win the title next time, to be honest. And I have no idea when we can. But I can promise that we will try everything to build on the base we did this year. So, because I think it's obvious that we worked on a good base. That it's we saw even in a season where we could end on 8th position, 7th position, 6th position. I don't know, 5th position. So it doesn't look like the biggest success in the history of Liverpool. So it isn't. But everybody who's interested in Liverpool saw a lot of good signs. So, but now we have to build on it, and that's what we will do. And where it will end, I have no idea. And for sure, I will not say anything about giving you a time or something or a date when I'm sure Liverpool is champion, because I have no idea about it. But we have to improve, and I think we will. And if we do this, then we can play a really good season. And if we can play a really good season, then we will see what happens. So there's a lot of things need to be perfect for a really good season. And that's what I said a few times. I'm really looking forward to next season. I'm really looking forward to pre-season. But in this moment, we're in this season, and we try still to get what we can get. That's it.
And you mentioned about the final league position. Everybody seems to be talking about the final, and yet you've got 2 big games coming, and those games may be important in you playing European football next season. So how do you balance that? How
we did always. We bring the fittest players. So we had few changes in the last game. Now we have for the most of the players who will play tomorrow. They had a normal week, I would say, Thursday, Wednesday then. So they will be in good physical-wise in good shape. So we will do this. Then we will see who is available for Sunday. Then we will make a squad for Sunday. We'll play at West Brom, and then we make a squad for Basel. So that's how it is. We did it all the time like this. I think what we really learned, what I learned in this year, was to rotate. Not world champion, but quite good. Meanwhile, to do things like this, it was not, when you are a young manager, it's not too easy to do things like this. So meanwhile, we used our experience a few times, and yes, it didn't work all the time, but sometimes. And now we could rest a few players. We have fresh legs again for tomorrow. We will have a few players with fresh legs for Sunday. Important. And then for the final, nobody has to think about fresh legs, because that's all about, we will be ready 100% for this game. So, but we cannot say now stay at home and wait until the final, because then you are fit maybe and you are healthy, but you are not in best shape. And to win a final, you need to be in your best shape. So for this, you need rhythm. We will try to give the boys as much rhythm as possible.
Julia?
Yeah, you've spoken a lot in the last couple of months about how you want to win. You want it all. You want the whole lot. And Simon's just touched there about the next 2 games. You just mentioned rotation as well. It's the case. Do you enjoy the situation where you could have everything or nothing, in the sense that by the end of next week you could be in the Champions League, or you may not even be in the Europa League?
To be honest, what I would prefer is that it's Thursday next week, and we won 2 games against the Chelsea and West Brom, and we are back on the way to Liverpool with the cup. That's what that would the only situation what would be better than sitting now here and talking about these 3 games, because I like to play them, but obviously I'm a normal human being, so and I would no problem. Okay, it's over. We have all what we want. So, but it doesn't work like this. And no, I like this all or nothing. Yeah, it's true, but only because of the opportunity to get all, and that's what we try to do now.
James?
You've not lost at Anfield since January. How important is that home form in building the Liverpool that you want to build?
Yeah, very important. But the difference is, the difference is, of course, is big. But when I came here, obviously we had a few problems at home. I don't really remember in detail why we had it, but we didn't score often enough. Opponent didn't need too much chances to score, and that was not too cool. The set piece time, what we had, we created some stability. That's the truth, and so we work longer together, and that's good. That's good, and it always helps in life, helps in football, and that's what we did. And of course, if you can create atmospheres at Anfield like we did sometimes, then it should be a real force, a real strength, to use this stadium. And next year, I'm really looking forward to the new stand, and we have more people in the stadium. That all will be great. It's to be successful. It's important that you win games, and to use the advantage of a home game. It's the first step in the right direction.
Carl?
Momentum is always important, but how important is it to keep this winning run going for this final week?
That's what I try to say all the time. You need a rhythm. So, and if we lose the 2 next games, believe me, I will go to Basel and be still confident and still think we can win this game. So, but it would feel better if you win them. So that's how it is. But I cannot decide now. It's not. I cannot make. There's no rule, really fixed rule that you say. So if you win the last 2 games, then you go to, and then we win the final. Unfortunately not. So, especially you saw Sevilla changed 11 positions in the last game. Yeah, and the only news you read about this, Sevilla is not ready for the final. Yeah, funny. So they changed complete. I'm sure on the bench were different players. So it was, and that's they are already preparing the final. We can't do this like this. We are not on a fixed position. I think they are fixed 7th and can't fall down or something like this. And that's their way. Our way is to be concentrated in the things you have influence on. That means now Chelsea, then West Brom, and then the final. Because it's important, because we have to see that we can. I'm not sure, can we, 5th, it's possible to me? Yeah, mathematics, oh, shit, we need mathematics to become 5th. That's never good, but okay. Yeah, so we will try everything, for sure.